Hey, how y'all doing? I'm Chey, and... Is there an echo in here? Ready? Rolling. Where have I been? Working on a mess of stuff. Slowly but surely coming out. That includes this video, because I am making the intro at the end of this challenge. Yeah, spoiler alert, I'm gonna film my wrap-up right after this. For some reason, I've gotten into the habit of wanting to film intros at the end of videos. I don't know why. I don't know why for a lot of things that I do, but here we are. So welcome to another book video on the Chey channel, in the Chey canon. This one is gonna be another reading challenge. I know, after the last failed attempt so soon? Yes. But this one has parameters, unlike my own made-up rules. This readathon I'm going to be participating in is Jan Agaton's Grinchathon. It's a readathon that Jan is hosting. I've done a readathon of Jan's before. I did the full moon readathon, which was a lot of fun. Made a video about it. Link it up on the channel so you can check it out if you wanna. And I've been such in a reading mood in this latter half of the year that when I finally was able to join her Patreon and she announced this one, I was like, I gotta do it. I gotta have fun with it, because I was already planning on filming a video called A Grinch Reads Christmas Books or something. Another spoiler alert, that's not gonna happen. I didn't make that video. This video is instead replacing that video, because when she announced Grinchathon, I was like, well, there it is. Two great minds think alike. So this video is gonna be my Grinchathon vlog. For better or for worse. I also have a lot of videos that I want to finish filming before the new year, which it doesn't look like it's gonna happen because these past few days I have been sick. Fine, just a nasty head cold. But I wanted to be able to finish the Grinchathon in about a week, a little over a week, as fast as possible without driving myself crazy. So what you're about to see is that chaos. Is my blinking clock gonna drive anyone crazy? Hold on. Why are you yelling right now? All gas from Bill Murray, from Bill Murray, and Mitchell Tenbenny has been stuck in my head on loop. 'Cause I'm all gas, no brakes. I can't sing. So Grinchathon is Jan's Patreon readathon for the month of December. It has 16 prompts, 20 prompts, 16 prompts? I should have done my research. So the Grinchathon has a total of 16 prompts. This is my emotional support bat. Don't worry about it. Knocked loose, motherfucker! I'm just kidding, it's not my emotional support bat. I was using it as a fidget toy. There's a total of 16 prompts. I am not gonna waste time sitting here going over every single one of them. I'm just gonna put the prompt list, the bingo board, up on the screen, and we're gonna go over them throughout this video. You're gonna hear me talk about each one of them individually. I'll also put up the bingo board throughout the video, that way you can see what prompts I am checking off at what time in my progress. This intro's already long enough. I'm not gonna spend time going through every single one of these prompts. I actually did have a few pre-planned TBR items on this list at the start of this challenge. For the With a Dog prompt, I was gonna do a Her Majesty's Dog volume. To fulfill the Gifted to Me prompt, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, it's a leather-bound edition of all 4 novels that a friend got for me a couple years ago because they wanted me to read the first story in it, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, so I am only challenging myself to read that one story, even though all 4 are in the book. The original purpose was to read that one story, so that's what I'm counting as the Gifted to Me as. Cheating? Yeah. Do I care? No. Besides that, I don't really have anything pre-planned on the TBR. We're just gonna kind of wing it. Alright, yeah. Sick. That's pretty much it. Let's get into it.
It's not only here, but at the Millhouse and throughout Columbia. And if you're thinking about hiring somebody for sound and lighting, Eric McCandless is your man.
Yeah,
they do a great job.
Everybody, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, it's perfect. Hey, Grinch, behave yourself. We've got things to do.
Well, Mr. Grinch, I do want to tell you that there's a lot of police officers downtown tonight, so if you take any presents from our residents here in Columbia, we will find you.
Yeah.
We will.
We will hunt you
And
down.
Cindy Lou will tell on you.
She's going right with him to keep up with him.
Okay, are we ready for the main event? I think we need to be a little louder. Are you ready, Columbia? All right, Santa, Mrs. Claus, are you ready? We are ready. Okay, we're going to give the 10-second countdown. Are we ready? 10,
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
Finally. 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 Honestly, I don't know why she's like this. I love him. She's just a lot. Yeah, agreed. Agreed, Diamond. Agreed. Hi, it's me. Me too. Go off. This is gonna be my Grinchathon vlog. Hello. Can you tell I'm tired? My hair looks good though, which is why I kind of want it. Actually, no, it kind of looks like I just chopped off all the rest of my hair. It's not. It's in a ponytail. My bangs have been looking good today though, ever since I trimmed them a few days ago. I wanted to make a little catch-up segment though before I work out and ruin my hair. This is not going to count for my Move My Body space because I moved my body a couple of days ago when I was on shift for the Christmas parade and the tree lighting ceremony for 7 hours doing audio in the rain. That is definitely counted as moving my body. And even if that didn't count, last night, was it last night? It was Sunday night. Sunday night I went to a show at the end, which was awesome, and I definitely moved my body there. But I am going to actually work out right now, probably walk for a little while and then do some strength and more cardio, whatever my fitness app tells me my workout should be for today, so I guess we'll see what that is. I'm probably gonna watch some BookTube or Markiplier because I haven't caught up on Markiplier in a hot minute. I know, am I sick? Probably. When Chey doesn't watch Markiplier for a while, you know something's wrong. So I'll probably catch up on some Markimoo with Bob and Wade because those are my three favorite people in a collab in the universe. They bring me so much joy. Anything with Mark, Bob, and Wade, they could literally just be like staring at a wall together. Okay, maybe not that dramatic, Chey, but they are my favorite trio. I didn't get much sleep last night, but when do I ever? You like my Shure microphone shirt? I love this shirt. I found it at Goodwill. Who gave a Shure shirt to Goodwill? I don't care. I'm happy for it because it's mine now. The plan is after I work out and I get some yogurt to snack on and enjoy my little post-workout snack, I'm gonna sit down and read for a while. What's up on deck to read? I am going to finish it, come hell or high water. Ironically, I'm gonna finish Witch's Guide to Fake Dating a Demon tonight because I think I only have like 60 pages left in it, and probably not even 60. And I would also like to get very, very close to finishing I Was Born for this. I think I can do it. I can definitely finish it tomorrow. I could also finish a couple of the shorter books that I have on deck, like Her Majesty's Dog Volume 3, but I love that series so much I don't just want to fly through it. I want to have fun with it, especially considering that I might be considering getting a tattoo from it. Definitely too early to say, because I am only 3 volumes into this series, so don't worry. It's very, very impulse Chey I'm reining her in. It's taken a lot, but I'm reining her in. I say that, and also I'm 6 episodes into Akadama Drive, and I want a tattoo of the Master Executioner. I just love him so much. My heart is also ripped in half, and I won't talk about it. I have no impulse control, and I am 2 milliseconds away from messaging my tattoo artist and being like, hey, I saw your availability for late December. What's the chance on getting a manga panel tattoo done? Okay. Done. Done. Give sense and nostalgia prompt. Done. 5 out of 5 stars. The Roadrunner, the Super Beat Catcher. Absolute fantastic, groundbreaking work of a novel. I love it. The Roadrunner was one of my favorite characters in the Looney Tunes franchise growing up, and was one of my first examples of echolocalia. I believe this was called. I have it, whatever it is. I can never get the name of it right, but this was one of the first examples that a sign that, hey, a little bit spicy brain, because I would just run around the house going meep 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 meep, unprompted, forever. And then there was that whole time, 5th grade year, that I quit talking like myself and only talk like PewDiePie, but we're not going to talk about that. A cool feature of this book is the cartoon, which you can kind of see as I'm flipping through. I'll give you a better view of it in a second, but it's so cool. Just a really cool concept. Let me actually give you a really good view of it. Alright, bestie, are you ready for this? I'm going to try my absolute best to keep this book straight, unlike me, while I flip through this cartoon. Alright, let's see how this goes. I can already tell it's not going great. But look up here in the top corner, right here, in the top right. That's where the cartoon's gonna be. Pretty good, right? Actually, I pretty much did that on the first go. Yeah, there we go. That's pretty good. Okay. I do need to talk about this book, but I might give a catch-up in the morning because I have a whole other pile of books that I kind of want to get to. You're next, because I'm finishing you tonight. You scared the heck out of me. But you, I'm going to finish tonight, come hell or high water. So, Big Bad just showed up, and I'm wondering how fast is this going to get resolved and my boy get redeemed for this kind of miscommunication. Because right now, she's just straight up frustrating me. Wow. Wow. All this drama from the girl, from the girly, just for it to be resolved in 2 pages, for her to have a realization in 2 pages. All of that, just to be like, wait a minute, he's a liar! Big Bad is actually the big bad, and not redeemable, lovable guy. Wild how that works. Wild. Oh my god, she frustrates me. Like, it's so hard to root for you when you're so dumb. When you're so dumb. How can you be so emotionally intelligent in a lot of different aspects, and then just so blinded in others? Couldn't be me. At least I would hope couldn't be me. This is me, like, talking to myself. This is how I would talk to myself if I could, like, see myself from above, or, like, me 10 years ago. So in a way, I can't blame her, but I can sit here from my fabric throne and say, girly, that ain't it. Oh my gosh, one of the best lines in this book so far. Have mortals forgotten respect? Yes, Oz said. And honestly, good for them. Okay, Mariel frustrates me a lot. I do love her. I like her, but Oz is the king. Oz is the king in my heart. Oz is the king of this book. I would die for my demon boy, as I would for my other 7 demon boys. I want to go back and annotate this. I want to annotate this right now, but, like, I'm so enveloped in it, and it's not that much longer. Oh my gosh, I only have, like, I have less than 30 pages left. Why did I think it was, like, 380? Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm finishing this. Probably while you're watching. Scandalous. Ew. I hope you can hear that because my mic is, like, on my blanket, but ew. If you know, you know. Ew. Excuse me for taking a few seconds to contemplate the end of my life as I know it. Relatable content, girly. Okay, yeah, yeah. Honestly, that's the kind of partner. Oz is the kind of partner I love in a book like this, but also just reminds me so much of my own partner who I love very, very much. Shout out to him, he knows who he is. I almost say his name so often on vlogs, and I never quite know how comfortable he is with that, so I love him very much. I love Oz very much. They are very, very similar in a lot of ways, especially emotional intelligence, but the conversation about when we get old, we'll have matching canes and swords in them. I love them so much. Yeah, this was good. It had its downsides, which I'll go over tomorrow when I talk about this. I know you're like, what can Chey say about this? I can say a lot about a lot. I can say a lot about a lot, which is probably not a great thing, but here we are. So I'll talk about this more tomorrow, but wow. Yeah, I really liked it. I would say, 4.5 stars, 4 to 4.5, if I had to say an average. Not quite a beach read for me, but really, really darn close. If it wasn't a demon, it would probably be closer to a 3.8 or a 4, but I love the whole demon aspect because I love my demons. I love monster romances, so. Hi. Good morning. I literally just woke up, if you couldn't tell. Hello. I didn't sleep very well last night. I woke up like 13 times. Taylor Swift is quaking. I don't know why I couldn't sleep. I don't know. But I'm kind of tired. I'm feeling kind of awake. I think once I get some food in me, I'll be fine. Because I did manage to get sleep here and there. It's just that I was waking up every hour, waking up every half hour. So frustrating, but I've had worse sleep. The plan today is that I'm gonna get up and make some breakfast, and I'm gonna be listening to some music for another video, and then I'm gonna sit down, eat my breakfast, and read for a little bit. I brought some books to bed with me last night, and almost finished Her Majesty's Dog, Volume 3. I'm still really loving this series. This one isn't hitting quite as hard as the first and second one yet, but it's not over, so there's still time. I did like the plot of Volume 2 better than this one, but this one is also really good. It's fine. It'll probably be more like a 4-star than a 5-star, so still really good, just not quite as good yet, but there's still time. I also started reading Insignificant Events in the Life of a Cactus. Yeah, this one. And I got a chapter into it, literally just started at 10 pages, but it seems very sweet. I'm gonna fly through it. I think I'm gonna love it. So yeah, let me get up, make some breakfast, eat that breakfast, do some reading and listening, and then I will probably finish Her Majesty's Dog Volume 3, and then I will come to you with updates on the books that I finished last night. I also plan on having hot cocoa sometime today for the beverage prompt, and wow, that hair looked atrocious. And then I will have several more prompts finished. Her Majesty's Dog for the dog prompt, at least. Day 2 of my official Grinchathon. Going well. Update at 10 a.m. in the morning. This morning has not gone at all like I expected it would. I found a rabbit in my yard. Unfortunately, passed away when I went to go feed Stormy. I only mention it because it's weird. There was no apparent cause for his passing. It looks like he was just running, and then... So, I did a little, ceremony for him because I am an animal lover and a nature lover, and did put him to rest. And then came inside after I cried a little bit, washed my hands, disinfected my hands, but you're not here for that. I thought I was going to spend this morning reading. I have not read a single page, but I have been mainly working on the project that I was invited onto that I cannot talk about yet, but maybe will when this video is out. So not a day wasted. I have been productive, but I'm about to go out and hang out with my cousin, and then when I come home, then I will be reading. Then I do have a few minutes before I go, so I might finish Her Majesty's Dog. I love him so much. I love Demondog voice so much. Ooh! Girls supporting girls, we love to see it! I love him so much. You thought we could just convince her to stop attacking people with polite conversation? This is just Vash Part 2. Amane is just girl Vash. Oh, he's my favorite. He's such a smart idiot. Done. I need to get ready to go or else I'm gonna be late, but it turned out being 5 out of 5 stars. Or at least 4.5. It raised itself up from 4. I'll talk about it when I get back. Excuse me, sir, ma'am. You don't pay rent here. So, I'm gonna have to forcefully evict you with my shoe. I'm sorry, but you gotta go. Update. I'm crying over the spider. I'm crying over the spider. I should have just put it back outside. I'm too weak for this. I should have just put him back outside, but I'm so afraid that it would come back in and have babies and bite me because I've been bitten by spiders so many times in this house. Oh my god, I am actually crying over the spider. I feel so bad. I hope the spider will forgive me. Every time I kill a spider now, I think about that comic where it's like, if I'm killed for being what I am, like, I hope the afterlife is kinder than man or whatever. I'm sorry, little spider. I am flawed. I hope you have a peaceful afterlife. They just wanted to come in the house because it was warm and cold outside. And I punished them for it. Wow, okay. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna laugh at myself about this later, but for right now, I just feel awful. Just traumatized myself a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna go. Alright, got my holiday drink done, my seasonal beverage done for Grinchathon. I was originally gonna make some hot chocolate, but then I got this for free, so yay. Gonna drink this and then probably make a hot chocolate tomorrow, just so it doubly counts, but yeah, I'll take a free milkshake. I guess I should have specified that it was a peppermint milkshake. You can probably tell that. Hello. I'm freaking tired. I was mostly out all day, and then I was working on this project that I was asked to help on for the past several hours because we were told that it might be going live sooner than we thought, so I've been working on that like crazy, and I haven't really read anything, but I thought now that I have some time, before I start reading again, I would update you so far on what I have read, what I thought about it. I finished A Witch's Guide to Fake Dating a Demon. I really like this. I ended up giving it 4.5 out of 5. Mariel, our main MC, she really frustrates me. I just don't do well with doormat characters. To a point, I get it, and I really empathize with her. I sympathize and empathize with her, but it came to a point where she was just blinding her own self to herself, and it felt like it was like a little bit too much at that point. I'm like, girl, how do you not see through this? But also, it could be realistic, you know? I could see how it could happen. It was just really frustrating for me to read about. I will say, though, that even through all of that, Oz, our little demon guy, was the perfect king. Perfect, supportive demon boy for her. No matter how frustrating she was, of course he got frustrated, but he, in my opinion, handled everything so well and so maturely and so wonderfully. He's just the perfect, well, I shouldn't say perfect, because nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. He's pretty darn well close to handling everything as well as he absolutely could, considering the circumstances, and thriving beyond that. His emotional intelligence, As I said, he reminds me of my partner. He's so emotionally intelligent and just mature in the way that he looks at things and handles things, and the way that he's able to talk with her, not to her, not patronizing, but talk with her and talk with her through things. Their banter is also amazing. I laughed a lot in this book. I thought it was really funny, really chronically readable, very accessible. I think it's just a good fun time, and anything that involves a connection with nature magic, I'm there. I love nature. I love nature magic. I love folkcraft. It's in my little native Middle Tennessee Appalachian blood. I love it. And I love Oz. I love him. He's one of my favorite male romance protagonists. I also really like her, and I like her friends a lot. Caladia, I don't know how you pronounce her name. And Themi, I like them both a lot. And I like her, but she also frustrates me. But I like her more than she frustrates me. But there were some times where I was like, girl, get it through your thick, curly-haired head, homie. Clearly, Oz is not the problem here. But maybe, maybe I'm just too sympathetic to demons after playing my game for so long. I love me a good demon. Love me a bad demon, too. Love demons, said Sam Winchester, circa 2012. What's next? Where's my Roadrunner book? Chey, what do we do with it? It's a good question. Chey. Hold on. Yikes, ma'am. Here we go. The Roadrunner, the Super Beep Catcher. Adorable little book. Just hit me right in the nostalgia feels. I was just strolling through the antique store, saw this. Did I pay a little bit too much for it? I think so, but it's fine. I'll live. It was less than $10, but still, for this little thing. It was so cute, though. It was just so lovely and just a good fun time. I don't know if you can tell, I'm here for the good times. The little cartoon in the top corner hits me right where my 2 brain cells need to be hit. I am endlessly amused going back and forth in this cartoon and just watching it. As for the story, it's a typical cartoonish storyline. I will say the writing in here, I might make an entire video, actually, about this book. I could make an entire video about this book, and maybe I will, because it is kind of bat insane. It's so simple that you're not surprised that it's a Looney Tunes novel. It's not a novel, it's a book. A Looney Tunes book. But also, first of all, the Roadrunner has a family. Second of all, they're called the Beep Beeps. Third of all, there's 5 of them. So which one is the one that Wile E. Coyote's been chasing the entire time? Also, did not think this book was almost gonna make me cry over Wile E. Coyote. So you might look at the front cover of this book and think to yourself, oh, well there's Roadrunner and there's 2 guys running from a rocket, so must be one of Wile E. Coyote's inventions that he made to catch the Roadrunner, and somehow these 2 guys wind up involved in the antics and shenanigans of how this invention somehow goes wrong. And I tell you, you're not entirely wrong. You're actually quite correct. But I bet what you did not expect is Wile E. Coyote becoming a government contractor, giving in, and not only giving into, but trying to profit from and delve into the military-industrial complex. Did you see that one coming? 'Cause I didn't. But that's what this is about. Wile E. Coyote is a hawk, confirmed? Like, there were just so many turns I did not expect this to take. And also, the Roadrunners speak in rhymes. They speak in riddles. They speak in rhymes. But everyone else, you like, oh, it's a cartoon, Chey. Everyone else speaks plain English, even Wile E. Coyote. The Roadrunners, the family of 5, by the way, only speak in rhymes. They only speak in verse. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end up making this its own video. It's gonna be like a 5-minute video, but still. The world needs to know about this insane book. It's also really funny. In a cute cartoon sort of way. I would highly recommend this if you can find this on Internet Archive or anything. If you want to see the full review, full rant of this book about Wile E. Coyote and the military-industrial complex and government funding, let me know, because I really want to make it. Okay, so as for the book that was gifted to me, I started reading the more than complete Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, Douglas Adams. I am not reading this entire book. I know, it's kind of cheating, isn't it? I don't care. My friend gifted this to me for the original story, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, because I had never read it. And he was like, you know what? I'm just going to give you the book that has all of it in it. That way, if you really like it, you can check out the rest. It's only 145 pages, I think, so it's not that bad. I got to chapter 3 last night, page 20. I am really enjoying it. What's striking me, though, literally from the prologue, halfway down the first page, Vonnegut. As someone who has now read half of Vonnegut's main bibliography, that's Vonnegut. That's Vonnegut right there. It is such a Vonnegut-esque sense of humor and verse of writing, tone of writing, just the way that the cadence flows and the way that the humor lands. It's very Vonnegut, but very modern and also with more of a dry wit to it, which isn't surprising for the English turn of events. That's all to say it's a massive compliment to Douglas Adams and it made me even more psyched because I think I'm gonna love this. So if you've never read it, this is not gonna be breaking news to like pretty much everyone else in the universe who has read it and loved it. I have seen the movie, by the way, I've just never read it. Everyone else can be like, yeah, duh, Chey. It's beloved by everyone. You're so behind. Yeah, I know. If you're one of those people that loves Hitchhiker's Guide, but you haven't read Vonnegut, you should try to read Vonnegut. Maybe don't start with Slaughterhouse-Five. Pick up something like Player Piano, his first one, which would probably be a good introduction, maybe even Cat's Cradle. So yeah, that's where we're at. Oh, I didn't talk about Her Majesty's Dog Volume 3. Let me go grab that real fast. Come with me. Join me. It's 9 o'clock at night, almost, and I haven't eaten dinner, because I ate a lot of food earlier at the Chinese place. Hi, we're now in my bedroom. Her Majesty's Dog, Volume 3. Let's talk about it. I feel like Philip DeFranco, like, let's talk about it. Welcome to my record shelf. I'm pulling a Jan right now, and I'm just filming this the best I can in bed. You are propped up on my Beartooth denim jacket that I just threw off haphazardly when I came in this afternoon. If you're new here, hi, I'm Chey. I'm obsessed with music, so you will see shelves like these all over the place. If you're curious about what's up there, it's 21 Pilots, Scaled and Icy, Bad Omens, The Death of Peace of Mind, Pierce the Veil, Collide with the Sky, NWA, Straight Outta Compton, Blues Brothers, Motorhead, Lost Tapes Volume 4, and then Luke Combs' Growing Up and Getting Old dual vinyl albums. There's your quick rundown. Her Majesty's Dog, Volume 3. I did not enjoy this as much as Volume 2, but I did end up enjoying it a lot more than I thought I would. It was just kind of falling a little flat in comparison with, like, the drama and the stakes, which is fine. You know, it can't... I feel like I would get burnt out if something's high stakes all the time. And I'm the kind of person that likes slice of life. I like filler. I know. Come for me. I'm fine with it. But then it really started picking up in the back half. Like, I did not expect it to take the turn that it was taking, but then it went back to being wholesome again. And something I want to say, gosh, I am just, anyone who is watching this and knows how to pronounce his name is just gonna butcher me, and that's fine. Because I get in my head how to pronounce his name, but then I forget. Like, when I go to say it out loud. Hiyue? And I should probably explain briefly what this series is, because if you haven't seen my videos before, you're probably looking at this and being like, Chey, what the hell is that? So this series follows Amane. She is a shamaness who uses the power of words, and she has a Komaoni, who is basically her guardian demon dog who does her bidding when called to do so. So she's pretty awesome. She tries to be a pacifist as much as possible, but she often does have to call on her demon dog, which is Hiyue. I love this man more than words. I have just always had a thing for tall, light-haired himbos. He's the perfect example. And as we're going through these books, as we're going through these volumes, he's showcasing another aspect that I love of the tall, light-haired himbo, which I do not just love a tall-haired himbo. I love a tall-haired himbo who has layers, who is layered like a Shrek onion, okay? I love when they seem like a himbo on the surface, but then down below, 2 Beartooth references in one sentence, let's go. They are smart, they are cunning, they are clever, they can hold their own in a fight and protect those that they love and that they care about very efficiently, and just take down anyone and kick some butt when called upon, when needed. Like, you would look at them and you're like, I could snap their spine, but then you turn around and they've taken down an entire casino of bad guys, and they're just eating a piece of cake, being like, wait a minute, this is styrofoam, but it looks so tasty. It's my kind of man. He is that kind of man. And he proves it in every single volume. Volume 2, I still can't get out of my mind because he was being so impulsive, but then there's one point where I was just like, okay, Mans needs to apply to Mensa. Mans is 180 IQ. Who is this man? I love him. And it's kind of the same in here. He gives the impression that he's dumber than he looks, that he is just 2 brain cells pretty boy, but he has the moments where you're like, wait a minute, hold on, that himbo thing, is that a facade? You're so smart. You can be both, obviously. You have layers. Anyone can have layers like that. It's just, it's so nice when you finally get to see it come out. The artwork and the humor in these, so funny. Just right up my alley, everything that I love. I just love him so much. I'll show some of my favorite panels as I'm talking about this, that way that you get what I'm talking about, but just, I've had enough of your crap, pretty boy. I just love that he keeps trying to kick this guy in the face and succeeds. I love him so much. I'm gonna go get a snack, that way I don't starve, and my tattoo is itching. That's not a good thing. I'm gonna go get a snack. I'm probably gonna sit down and read some more Hitchhikers, maybe read some Shakespeare. Hi, day whatever of Grinchathon. I am about to go outside and feed Stormy, my horse, and feed the crows because they're getting upset with me that I have not yet been outside. And honestly, a little bit upset with myself because it's sunny outside today. It's cold, but it's sunny. I have changed into a green knit turtleneck sweater for the academia vibes, but also still wearing basketball shorts. I'm comfy. What of it? Where's my remote? So what's the plan for today in terms of reading? Oh, my tattoo still looks so good. Love that for her. What's the plan for today? And what can I update you on last night? Oh, my hand was in the shot. I am disgusted by myself. I'm sorry. Redo. So what's on the agenda for today and what did I do last night? I read another chapter in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy on page 26. So very little progress, but still progress. I'm still enjoying it. It's still buck wild. And then I read about 40 more pages and I was born for this. I am really going to try and focus on this one today because I'm on page 196 that's like halfway through. I think I can just about finish this one today. Honestly, I could if I just sat down and did nothing but this for a few hours, but my ADHD will not abide by that. So I will finish this in either today or tomorrow. Probably tomorrow, but gonna make good progress in this one today. I just got past the part that, I'll just say the brick, if you know, you know, and I was like, excuse me? I thought something way worse, not that that isn't awful, but I thought something like way darker had just like happened, and I was like, this took quite the turn. I'm still loving this. I love the depiction of fandom and fandom culture, though I do think it is age appropriate. Angel, our main character, I think her views on fandom are both mature, but also kind of, I hate to say naive or inexperienced, because that sounds like I'm talking down or patronizing to someone that's younger. That's not what I mean. It's just, it's very optimistic, and as someone who has lived through the Tumblr wars of 2014, she's like saying all these positive things about fandom, and I'm like, yeah. And so it's slowly representing the darker sides of fandom, talking about the darker sides of fandom. And for that, it's gaining points. Not that it lost points, but it's gaining more and more credence. Because I feel like Angel's optimism was just a little bit, I'm cynical. Let's just say that. I am cynical. I'm a little bit too cynical to fully relate to Angel's optimism. That's what I was trying to get at. I don't really have a problem with it because I think it's kind of the point and part of the character development we're gonna see with Angel is finding her love and not obsession, but her devotion to this fandom and everything that it seems to represent and stand for, with her slowly becoming disillusioned with it, slowly becoming less Delulu, and getting a peek at the other side of what it's like to be on the other side of that fandom, be the person that the fandom is about, and the reality that comes around that. I think that's going to be a massive part of the character development, and I was kind of proven right with the incident. So I'm excited to see how that develops with her character, with all of the characters, and how that's discussed, because I am a cynical fandom girly. I love fandom. There's so many good things about fandom, but to say that it's all good and there are no bad apples, or to pretend like the bad apples don't exist, is only to exacerbate the problems. And to this book's credit, she does mention the bad apples, but it's up to this point, it's been like 99% positive view of fandom, which is like well and good, and that's awesome. We should promote fandom positivity. And I'm like, I'm ready for the other side to start having its say. I'm ready for the reality to start leaking in. And I think we get that with Jimmy. We definitely get that with Jimmy. So don't think that it's not discussed at all. I'm mainly talking about Angel. Like, in her point of view, it's 99% positive, kind of up to this point. Jimmy's a great counterpoint to her, and I hope that's where we're going to kind of see a convergence of character development, because Jimmy is a lot more cynical than me, but obviously he's on the other side of the fandom. He's the person the fandom is about, plus the band. Whereas Angel is super positive and doesn't know the other reality of what she is in the fandom for. And so I think, and I hope, that where we're going to see their paths cross and how their stories develop is Jimmy starts getting a more positive view, whereas Angel also gets a look at the more cynical side, and they learn and grow from both those points of view. That was a much longer rant than I wanted it to be, but I don't think I've talked about this book at all yet, so I'll let it slide. I'm really enjoying it, especially because it's discussion of fandom. There are a lot of books about fandom. I don't feel like there's that many books about fandom, like published books. No offense to Wattpad. I was a Wattpad girly back in like 2009, whenever it started. I was an OG Wattpad girly. I understand the fandoms on there. I was there for the original One Direction Adopted Me fix, when those were unironic, okay? I lived, I did my waiting, 12 years of it in Azkaban for a book like this. No, just like as a band girly myself, as someone who has been in bandoms since I could get on Tumblr in like 2011, 2012, whenever the great Tumblr started, 2012, 2013, it hits. I've never been a fan of a band as big as this one. In that, well, I guess you could say Bad Omens now, but even Bad Omens is not as like, and that's no shade to Bad Omens. Obviously, I freaking love Bad Omens. I have for a long time. But I don't think I've ever been... I would equate them to, like, One Direction, like, their popularity in this book. And I've never been in a fandom for a band that big. It's interesting to see the implications and repercussions of a lot of different aspects of fandom in this kind of context, in this scale, because I've only ever witnessed it from the outside. It's just fun. I'm glad that fandoms are being written about, because we need our people represented. I am back in my band girl era. Hello, hi, if you're new here, Chey is back in her band girly era, back in her fandom era. Don't look up there. Don't worry about that. Hey, I have always been a band girly, but I've just now gotten back to embracing it, so yay me. What was I talking about? Oh, I didn't finish. Alright, this clip is way too long and Jan would skin me alive. But like I said, I think it's gonna slide because I hadn't yet even talked about this book, I don't think. So, probably gonna finish this the next 2 days. This, I might finish today because it's only 145 pages. I'm already like 30 pages into it. Come here. Big handsome boy. Welcome back, friends. It's time to cross off another little ornament on our bingo board. And what we're going to be doing is craft time, doing something crafty. You see these bats on my wall? Don't worry about what just fell. You see these bats on my wall? I put them up for Halloween because I freaking love bats. I don't want to take them down just because it's Christmas time. I am going to be doing what I saw on Facebook. I'm totally stealing this idea. It's not an original idea. The idea is that I'm going to make cute little Santa hats to put on all of them so that they're festive bats. Because bats don't only exist in fall. They exist year-round. So why can they not be festive? They're going to be more festive than me. So we're going to do craft time. I've already measured it out. I need to go find a ruler, though, that way I can continue spacing out. Where's my marks? Cue Jeopardy theme. Bruh! Bruh! There they are. I found them. I found them. So I've already measured it out. Now I just need to get an actual ruler and keep measuring out. Then I'm going to cut them out, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do for little puffballs or the white on like the Santa hats, because they're going to be Santa hats. I'll probably just end up using some notebook paper or copy paper. But it's gonna look cute either way. I just got an idea. Okay, let me go find a ruler, and while I am doing this, I can't watch Akudama Drive because it's on sub. I'll put on either some YouTube, or I'm probably gonna watch The Great, because I still have not seen season 3 of The Great, and it's making me sad. Or The Musketeers. I'm gonna watch The Musketeers. I'm gonna watch The Musketeers. Athos, the love of my life. España. None of that made any sense to you. If you've seen The Musketeers, let me know which Musketeer girl you are. Let me know. Found the ruler. I had to get my candelabra out of my way so that I could actually see the TV, but I'm gonna put on The Musketeers. The boys. I'm so psyched for this movie, Haunted Mansion Christmas Edition. Okay, give me my Musketeers.
Why the mystery? The King's Council has been in chaos since the Cardinal died. No one knows who's in charge.
Oh, well, at least we're not in Paris pretending to grieve for it.
They say he wore out his heart in the service of France.
It's a pleasant surprise to hear he had one at all.
God, have mercy on his soul.
We're King's Musketeers.
So answer the question
Ooh!
politely.
Ooh!
He shot our innkeeper in cold blood. Farming monkeys.
Because the Cardinal's dead,
Cardinal
homie.
is dead.
Yeah! That's my boy!
What was that for? To see how it would feel.
Feels good.
Good.
Feels good! Love him! Lunchtime, leftover Chinese food, and Mountain Dew in my Three Musketeers mug that I love so dearly. Y'all thought I was joking about my love for the Musketeers. I was not.